All right, everybody, welcome back to Jersey Wednesday. This is week 32, and we are doing the Quebec Nordiques. So, Quebec's going to be an interesting one to do. I don't want to just recreate their old jerseys, and I do have an idea in mind for what I want to do, but I'm not sure it's going to work. But what else is new? We usually just wing it on here anyway. So let's go ahead and start where we always start, with the logo. Just plop it on here. I do want to try logo design at some point, but I'm not the best artiste. Yeah, I like this Rangers one, I think. Go 125 on that, and let's get it. Let's make this white, I think. I want to make this white. Or, well, I want to make the stroke red. I want to make the actual text white. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, that's about the right positioning. I want to make the logo a little bigger. It looks a little small. Although, I guess their logos were never that big. I mean, that looks good, though. Move it a little left. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Should be centered now. Okay. So, what I want to do for this... where's the pen at? Oh, here it is. I'm blind. So I want to make something like hilly. Because their logo is an igloo, so I wanted to do something that made it seem like it was snowing. That kind of works. Can we copy this, please? There we go. How's that look? I think it's a little too high. I think let's move them both down. Like there. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. So we got that. And there's something else that I want to add. Let's go ahead and get another smaller rectangle. And let's try to get the curves, like, pretty similar. That doesn't look great. Hang on. That looks better, I suppose. That looks about right. I keep losing the pen tool. I want to make this, like, match this one as much as possible. You know, let's just see how that looks. I don't think it'll look good. Yeah, no, it looks terrible. Okay. I do want to try to figure this out, though. Let's try making it smaller, first of all. So let's just make a smaller rectangle. Let's turn it a bit. Not that much. Yeah. Okay, let's get our pen tool back. Yeah, no. I don't think this idea is gonna work out. I think we're just gonna stick with what we have. Let's copy paste this. And let's do this. Why is that not moving the bottom part? Huh. That's weird. Okay. Well, whatever. Alright, we're just gonna leave that for now. So let's make the rest of this that Nordiques blue. Did I change the color on that? No. Okay. I'll say, look a little too bright. Alright, sleeve. So let's get the number on here first. They were founded. Let me look. 1979. Wow, that's blue. Can't see that. It also, I wrote 790, apparently. Okay, I don't want to use the Rangers text for this one, because I forgot how their numbers looked. What text do I want to use? Sure. So I want you to be white, actually. Why can't I find layer style? There it is, I'm blind. $130. Okay, no, not the... There, that 130. I'm just messing up today. Okay. Founded in 1979. Save that. So that number's there. So now... that's too small. No, I didn't want to move that. We need a big boy. And I want to turn it this way. I want you to be red. Okay. And let's do something like that. How does that look? Okay, I think I want to turn it more. To almost make it seem like, well, I guess in all intents and purposes like an avalanche, which is kind of ironic considering that's where the Nordiques moved to. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think I just want to move it down a bit. And we will make the white one. And then we're going to do that. Okay, I like that. I think what I want to do is make it look better on the torso, because right now it's like, it doesn't really look much like anything. So here, I'll delete this. We got to figure out these curves. Okay, I think we just need to restart on this, because that's just weird. Oops. How's that look? Well, can't see it. Logo's in the way. Let's move it down. How does that look? Okay, I think I do like that better because it actually looks like something. I'm going to move it left, though. What do we think of that? I like that less. So let's move it right. What do we think of that? Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, so let's copy paste that, make it white. Whoops. Alright, there we go. So I think that's how we're going to leave the torso. Alright. So now, let's go to the other sleeve. Let's go ahead and copy everything, paste it over. Probably should have got rid of the grid first. Alright, now let's move this to like there. Is that the right spot? No, it's a little low. Alright, is that right? Oh. Okay, it's high now. I think it was right. I think this sleeve is just moved up a bit. Okay, it's right now. So we gotta move that over. And then we just gotta flip horizontal on these. And then we need to move it right a bit. How's that look? Not the same. Do I need to... I think I need to move this more this way. I think I need to move it a little bit more that way. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks right. That looks like the same now. Okay. So we clear that. We're done with the sleeves. The shoulders, I just want to be blue. And instead of putting them at the bottom of the torso, because like I said, I didn't just want to copy their old jerseys. We are going to be grabbing the fleur-de-lis to be put on the shoulders. I closed the shoulder for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Ah, I see you're indexed. Image mode, RGB. Whoops, okay. Whee! Alright. That's a little small. Make it big. Alright, I like that better. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I think we're going to do a lot of red on the collar so it matches more on the bottom of the jersey. Because otherwise it kind of just goes from a lot of red at the bottom and then a little bit on the logo in the middle and then like none after that. And I think that'd be kind of weird. So now we need to go to this shoulder, make this blue, control and paste this over, rotate, not 90 degrees. Why did I do 90 degrees? I can just flip horizontal. Okay, I think that's about right. Okay, straight laces collar. We can turn that one off. Red laces, white rivets, red V-neck. Actually, let's do blue laces. Why not? White laces. Because we're also going to make this red. And now I need to get the NHL logo. There we go. That's a little big. That looks right. Main color, edge. Blue. And then I think we just make these red. I think we just make all of it red. And we can make this white. Let's make this white. But I'm still going to keep that little part there blue. And there we go. I think that's going to be our dark Nordiques jersey. So let's go ahead and export that. There we go. So now we need to make our light jersey, which means we gotta go, we gotta go back to the logo. Get rid of this one, and we can close this, because I do have another logo. Okay. We make this blue. Actually, no. I think we make it blue. Sure. I don't know. No, don't want to do the collar right now. Back to the torso. So, you blue, you red, you white. How does that look? I mean, it looks fine. Here, let's move this over. Oh my god, I'm not trying to pull it out. I'm trying to move it over. There we go. And then can close both of those. Alright, back to the sleeves. Blue, I guess. Whoops. There. I think I want to keep the shoulders blue. I'm going to see what they look like white, and then I'll make my decision from there. Because I do also have another fleur-de-lis. No, I don't, but I can just color this one blue. I thought I saved the second one, but I didn't. But we can just make it blue. Yeah, I think I like that less. I think I just like the blue shoulders. So I think we're just going to keep it like that. And then let's make some adjustments to the collar. I think we'll make this blue to connect the shoulders a little bit, but I think the rest will keep the same. And I think that will be our light Nordiques jersey. And I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next Wednesday.